Let's go over the number threes. Let's go to the black charts. All right. So what we have is we have the bottom left. We have more of a volume-based. Put this down here. There we go. Make it a little wider for you. More volume-based. And in this longer chart, we have more of a price-based. Okay, price profile has been around since 1985. Volume's been around since 1994. So essentially, these same exact setups have been working, right, for 30 years on market profile. Let me blow this up a little bit larger so you can see it. So what we want to do is we want to look for ABC longs or ABC shorts off J signal. And when you're doing the black charts, you only look for, that's for one setup called a number 3. Right? So J signal over here, we look for the first retracement short, which is over here. Breakdown, retest, that caught that big, start moving down from 59.70. Got it cranking down right here. So this was the J signal short, right? First retracement short. That's how we do J signal. When it breaks down, it's called a number 3. We know how to do that. Number 3 pattern, very simple. First retracement short after breaking LVA or HVA. Break an LVA, take a retracement short, break HVA, take a retracement long. The first retracement's the best. So that's how we do J signal on the number 3. But how about the black charts? How do we do these then? Well, the black charts, oops, I got this turned around. The black charts are very simple. In J signal, we only look for one setup. The black charts will look for 2 setups. We look for a number 1 and a number 3. And here's how we're going to do it. With the black charts, we don't need J signal. We just need a pull-in bar off of a Renko bar, 3-sim Renko bar. All right? The first thing you're going to do is establish trend. If moving averages are down, which they were, you're only going to sell the first test of high value area, which are the red dots, or let the low value area break and retest for a continuation trade. All right? So I said when the market was down here in the teens, I said the next trade would be a number 3. What I was referring to was the market coming up and retesting 27 for a continuation, which it did. Now, how you're going to play this is this. If the moving averages are down, if price would have came up and went through the LVA without giving you a pull-in bar, which I'll show you how to do, then you'll sell the first test of 72 within 2 ticks with the pull-in bar. But price did not. It came down. It did not hold low value area. Now, we can't buy low value area in a downtrend. That's not part of the method. You don't buy low value. You let it break retest. So down here, you can see low value tried to hold on volume profile 59.12. We don't buy 59.12, even though it bounced at 59.27. We don't buy that on volume profile because the moving averages are down. We're going to sell. We could have sold HVA up here if it went up on volume profile. But you don't buy low value in a downtrend. We don't do that. We don't counter trend trade the black charts. You never counter trend trade the black charts. So what we do is we let the low value break. We let it retest within 2 ticks. And then we look at our Renko bar for a pull-in off of only 2 candlesticks, off of a doji or spinning top. Spinning tops will be in blue on J signal. We created our own Renko bars so you can really see the pull-in bars and the reversal bars really easy. So right here was the retest. When it broke and retested, here's profile. Right here at 59.27. So there was price profile. So I said look for the retest. That's what I was talking about. And as it retested, when it comes within 2 ticks, you're going to see either a doji or spinning top. A doji will be a plus sign. Spinning top will be in blue. You don't sell it right when you see a doji or spinning top when you're retesting profile. What you're going to do is you're going to wait for a close below that spinning top or doji. This time it was a doji. A body candle close. So where this is marked up, that's your exact entry for the number 3 setup. That's called a number 3 off the black charts. So let me reiterate. You do not need J signal for black chart trades. J signals are irrelevant on black chart trades. Sometimes they'll come flu. The number 3s will come flu. Number 1s will hardly ever come flu because it's deep retracements. So the bottom line is that you just use the Renko bar for a pull-in with the black charts. Either the black charts can be a number 1 deep retracement or a number 3 continuation. It's only 2 trades you can possibly get on it. Where J signal, we only get a number 3. We only get 1 trade. But we use the Renko bar to pull ourselves in. When it broke 27, we just don't sell 27 limit. because it can blow right through it. We let the market confirm and see if the market can break the low, that spinning top or doji, by body of the candle. There's the body of the candle to pour itself in. The maximum stop is 15 ticks on that trade. You don't risk more than 15 ticks. A lot of traders use 13, $130 maximum risk on a trade setup on a number 3. But that's the only 2 setups we can have on the black charts. Either it's going to be a number 1 or it's going to be number 3. And they're both with trend. We don't counter trend trade off the black charts. We never do. The only corrective and counter wave we have is off J signal. And we get that when we get back inside a low value or high value area. Because we have 2 wave patterns on J signal, a motive wave and a corrective wave. Motive with 5-minute trend, corrective against 5-minute trend, only when you get back inside of HVA and LVA. So now our methodology becomes really simple. Because now I know on my black charts, I can only sell the first test of red or let green break and take the first retest of green. That's the only thing I do on black charts of trend. If the trend was up, I'd buy the first test of green, let red break out, and take the first retest of red. And that's all we're going to do on the black charts for number 1s and number 3s. Where J signal is different. J signal, what we're going to do is when it trend changes and breaks low value area, so it breaks low value area here, right? We're going to look for the first retest short. So that's J signal right here, the number 3. First retest short, J signal gets you short, caught the big move down. Where the black charts, you break LVA, you retest LVA within 2 ticks, that's your trade. And if it would have blew through this LVA on the way back up, then I just try to short the number 1 up top. All right? Very simple way to do it. Now we do have one other chart up here besides profile. Here's profile here, more volume, more price based here. I get this all the time. Traders say, well, do you trade volume or do you trade price? You trade whichever comes first. Whichever one comes up first. This one came up first at 27, so you take that as a volume profile. If LVA would have came at 51 before 72, if they're not within 10 ticks each other, if I would have got a pull-in bar at 51, I would have shorted 51 with the pull-in. If they're within 10 ticks each other, the HVAs, they're within 10 ticks, I take the highest one. If the LVAs are within 10 ticks, I take the lowest one to play off my number 3. Always put it in your favor. Take the outer edge LVA or HVA if they're within 10 ticks of each other of volume and price. Okay? Best way to do it. Gerald, 1 second. The other thing I have up here in the upper left chart, okay, this is called my ATR, average true range chart. The best way to trade it is on the first retracement, almost made it here. Use this as confluence for your market profile trades. This told you when the moving average cross down and price gets away from the MAs, like this, look for a retracement to the magenta dots and a continuation. Almost hit it. Sometimes I'll hit exactly right on it. And that gives you confluence on a number 3 or a number 1 if you're trading. I don't use it as standalone. I use it as confluence of telling me I got a good retracement on a number 1, number 3. It almost matched perfectly with my number 3 here. Sometimes it'll match up to the exact tick. And you know you got yourself a beautiful number 3. Those are fast, where they'll match up.